Hello, everyone. Jackie Edwards here. Back again. It's been a while. I last posted in Florida. And yeah, I haven't done any videos this week. Life has been a fucking shit show. Or at least that's what it feels like for probably like at least the last 6 weeks. Longer, actually, if I'm honest. Everything has felt like a fucking shit show. Like, it's like one disaster or fire to put out after another, after another, after another. And it's just, those times when it's just like, what else can fucking happen? Like, I thought things were only supposed to happen in, like, trouble comes in pairs or, three times or whatever it is. Well, this is just like one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to fucking post about this. And because I see when this happens, so many people, I mean, most people, let's be honest, like blame themselves. They really push to do more and they really lean into like the burnout and the overwhelm and the like shitty feelings of it all. And I do that. Of course I do that. Everyone fucking does that. And we think, oh, I should just be doing a better job. Like, this wouldn't have happened if I would have done X, Y, and Z, or if I would have been better, or if I was good enough, or if I would have thought about that. And we can look at everything in hindsight and be like, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, if I was smarter, if I was clever, if I was thinner, prettier, healthier, happier, whatever. All the things that I should have been better at. If I was better at all of those things and none of this would have happened and everything would be like rainbows and butterflies and we'd be like swimming along like happy people. But that's not how life works. And things don't happen because we're bad people, because we're unworthy, because anything else. And especially as women, we're taught to believe that we can make everything perfect, that we should have everything in control all the time and look like Donna Reed or, a 1950s kind of sitcom where like the wife had everything under control. She could fix everything by the end of the show. Everyone was happy and life went on swimmingly. That's not how real life works. And we see that nowadays in social media where everybody just posts, here's all the happy, wonderful things in my life. Here's all the picture perfect moments. And I like to post some of those too. Lots of those actually, because who doesn't like to post when they're feeling fucking fabulous? But let's keep it real. How do we deal with the times when everything feels like it's fucking falling apart and it's a shit show? And you know how I deal with it? I slow the fuck down and I do less. Because I cannot do everything. So I actually start spending more time journaling and resting and honestly just thinking. So instead of trying to run around like crazy and put out all the fires, which I still do that sometimes too, but more often than not, oh, just bumped everything. It's easier to pull back. And what I found is the time that's most meaningful for me and the activity that is most meaningful to me and most helpful to me when everything feels like it's going to shit around me is my journaling time. It's, my time in my coloring book where I'm listening to, just a gentle podcast or just some like gentle music. And I'm spending that time just like calming and soothing my nervous condition. My nervous system. Sorry, the phone rang right then, so it might have blocked out. So that time that I really spend like just on myself is the most important time. Because if I'm calm and centered in myself, or if I can just pull it together for a little fucking while, then the kind of steps forward lay out for me. Then I can see that it's not all the worst case scenario. Because as humans, like, that's how we evolved, is to really focus on the worst case scenario and what can go wrong, because that's how we survived. Like, you think out in the jungle or out in the forest, like we had to like make split second decisions. We had to think, this is the worst case scenario. That bear is gonna fucking eat me. That lion's gonna fucking eat me. I need to get the fuck out of here. So that's what our brain is. It's like, okay, what's the worst case scenario? How can I keep myself safe and alive and do that? But now, like, most of the shit's not going to kill us. Like, the stuff that I'm dealing with isn't going to kill me. It feels big and it feels stressful and there's a lot happening and lots of stuff is sad and lots of stuff makes me angry and lots of stuff is like has big impacts in my life, but it's not going to kill me. But my brain is still like, oh, we gotta be safe. Flight, whatever, fight or flight, all the things. So spending that time really calming my central nervous system and just taking those moments to breathe, especially in the morning. So that's when I kind of do my daily like routine of journaling. I color in my journal book, and which, by the way, I'm because this is such an important part of my day, and I've never found a journal that like perfectly maps out all the different bits that are important to me, like, you know, my cycle, my mood, how I want to feel, like all my kind of my specific gratitude practice, which is just a little bit different than everybody else's. I'm actually putting together my own journals and my own coloring books, and I'm so excited. And they're going to be like fat positive bodies and pictures, and oh, it's going to be beautiful. So anyways, watch out for that. I'm hoping that'll be here next month. So so I spend time just calming myself down in the morning, because of course I wake up in the morning and my brain is like going full tilt and it's like, here's all the things that could have happened overnight and here's all the things you have to think about today and all the things you have to do. But if I spend that time in the morning collecting myself, I give myself that space, and the rest of my day just flows better. And I still have to deal with all the shit that's happening, and I still get overwhelmed, I still get stressed out. But if I don't do kind of like my morning time, then everything just feels like a proper shit show all day. And I can never actually get on top of everything. And I overdo it and I overwhelm and I get burnt out and I, get angry and I get grumpy and I get stressed out, and that comes out and I lash out at other people and I blame other people and I do all the things. Whereas if I take care of myself first and do the practices that kind of like calm myself, center myself, and it doesn't have to take forever, like, and it doesn't have to be like I spend hours meditating and I get zen and I blah 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 blah. Dude, I like write in a journal for a little while and then I color in a coloring book while I listen to some podcasts or some music. And some days it's like 10-15 minutes. Some days it's like, oh, some days I just feel like coloring and I just do an hour. But it's whatever. It's just that little bit of time before I really get into my day and start putting out all the fires and start doing all the problem solving. And it helps me remember that, I am a good person. I am awesome. I am enough. I'm worthy. Just because all this shit is happening doesn't mean I fucked it all up. And it gives me that bit of grounding to go from the day. Because if I didn't do that, then I would start my day thinking, oh my God, I fucked everything up. It's all my fault. I suck. What the hell am I going to do? It's all going wrong. And then blah. Starting the day from that place does not work as well. I'm starting the day from, we've got a lot to do, but we can handle it. I am worthy and smart, and I fucking got this. And it doesn't fix all the problems. And it's not just all about positive mindset bullshit, and then life will be wonderful and easy. Because it's not always wonderful and easy. Life is 50-50. 50% of the time, yay, it's great. The other 50% of the time, kind of neutral, uncomfortable, not so great. But we can kind of really set ourselves up to handle that not so great part more, and to really think it through and make sure we're not blaming ourselves for it or blaming other people, because the things that happen are not a reflection of us. It's just things that happen. And I think that's the biggest thing for me, is when I'm able to pull myself out and stop blaming myself and stop blaming the people around me for the things that happen, and just realize, dude, it happened. Let's move the fuck on and make it work. So that's one of the reasons why you haven't seen me a lot lately, is not only have I been traveling, but I've just been exhausted because the world my life is a fucking shit show right now. But on the flip side, it's fucking fabulous. Like, I have so much awesomeness in my life. Like, I can't even believe it. Like, if I look back like 5 years ago, I couldn't even believe the life that I'm living now. Like, it is fucking fabulous. But there's always a flip side. So I want to live a fabulous life. I want to live a life that I'm always growing and learning and full of abundance. But on the flip side of that, I have to be able to handle kind of the duality of living an awesome life outside of the normal brings up challenges outside of the norm as well. The universe is like, are you sure you want all that awesomeness? Let's just test it. I'll give you a little bit over here. You sure you want to be a fucking rock star? You sure you want to be just have everything? Because everything comes with a little bit of this crap over here too. Because that's where we learn and we grow. And one of my mottos is growth and evolution. And growth and evolution involves a little bit of stretching and discomfort from time to time. It's not just a fun, catchy motto. It is actual growth and evolution, which is one of the things I've learned. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling now and go sit down with my journal and my coloring book so that I can get my day started on the right foot, because I've got a fucking shit ton to do today. But it looks like the rain has cleared up for a little while, so I'm going to look out the window, journal, and take some time for myself. So remember, if you're feeling like life is a shit show, like you fucked it all up, you don't have to. You are worthy. You are always good enough. You don't have to do anything to prove those things. Take a deep breath and just center yourself for a moment. And keep an eye out for my new journal and coloring book that's coming out, because they are going to be fabulous. And oh god, I've got like beautiful journaling prompts that I use to just help me through different situations. Oh, they're going to be so wonderful. So I'm going to leave you with that. Keep an eye out for that. Make sure you're taking time for yourself each day, because that is how we get ourselves through the shit show. We take time for ourselves. We take time to calm our central nervous systems. We take time to remember that we are fucking awesome and we are worthy no matter what. And then we can move on and start solving the shit shows. Because honestly, if you've got here and you're watching me, you figured out all the shit shows so far. Like, we've survived. Tons of bad shit's happened. We're still here. Obviously, we can keep on going. But let's do it with just a little bit more grace and ease. Because I can wade through shit and still come out the other side. Not quite smelling like roses, but it's not as bad as it needs to be. All right, thank you for joining me. It's so lovely to be back. I should be back more next week. My husband is away next week. So I was away the last week. My husband is away next week. So I will have a little bit more time to hang out with you all, hopefully. As long as no more shit shows happen, we'll see. I'm almost on top of things, but as soon as I feel like I'm on top, something else happens. So we'll see where this weekend gets us. And I'm also getting my new car this weekend. So if that all works out, because who knows, we haven't even gotten the payment details. It's all not working very well yet. But I should get my new car. Maybe I'll share that with you next week too. And anyways, have a wonderful weekend. Take time for yourself. You fucking deserve it. I love you. I'll see you. Bye-bye.